It's 6 a.m. around Rudyard Lake in the Staffordshire Moorlands. It's absolutely perfect for a run. But as I'm running round, I'm just thinking about my favourite vitamin, vitamin C, and the role it plays in energy production in the body. And with this massive increase in people interested in exercise, especially I see more people out running, I thought it might be interesting to know just how important vitamin C is for the body to produce the energy you need to do sport. And not forgetting that your body doesn't produce vitamin C. You have to take it from the food that you consume. So everything that we do with our body that requires movement, whether it be walking or running like I am today, or anything really requires energy. And that energy comes in the form of adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. And it's formed when oxygen in the air that you breathe and nutrients from the food that you consume are combined inside the cells. There's 100 trillion cells in the body, and most of them have pretty much the same structure. The cell membrane, a nucleus with the DNA, which is the blueprint for life. There's all the organelles in the cytoplasm, and these all have different functions. But there's one organelle in particular called a mitochondria, and that's where oxygen and the nutrients combine to form adenosine triphosphate. That's the energy currency of the body. If you ask most people to mention a vitamin that they know, they'd probably say vitamin C, even though it was the third vitamin discovered after vitamin A and vitamin B. But it's certainly the most popular. And in actual fact, your body can't produce vitamin C. It has to come from the nutrients that we consume. And this is why you have to get it right, because it's vital in immunity, collagen formation, and energy production. So the mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell, the battery if you like, because this is where the energy is formed for us to move and for us to live. But unfortunately, like a lot of chemical processes in the body, there's a price to pay. So when oxygen and nutrients combine within the mitochondria, the oxygen has to pass through the electron transport chain. And in that process, an electron leaks out of oxygen and creates a very unstable environment and a very unstable oxygen. And it's called a superoxide, or in biochemical terms, it's called a reactive oxygen species, or ROS for short. But you might know them as free radicals. We talk about free radicals and the effect that they have on the cell. So whatever you call them, superoxides or ROS or free radicals, they smash around within the cell, creating damage to the protein and certainly damage to the DNA. And that creates mutations. And it's one of the ways that we get cancer. And because energy is being formed all the time, these ROS are being formed all the time. And this is where my favourite vitamin, vitamin C, comes in. Because like all antioxidants, vitamin C neutralises this ROS and this antioxidant and makes it calm down. And without it, we'd be having mutations all the time. And we'd be at risk of getting cancer all the time. But actually, the scientists are telling us that 1 in 2 people are going to get cancer in our lives. And there are lots of things that you can do to battle this process. And that is bring in more vitamin C. So where does vitamin C come from if our body doesn't produce its own? Well, it comes from citrus fruits like lemons and limes and oranges and a whole range of vegetables. And if you think about the natural plant-based sources of vitamin C and other antioxidants, they're bright blue, they're red, they're different shades of green, they're orange, there's all kinds of bright colours. And there's one theory that says that one of the reasons why we have full colour vision is so that we can identify what fruits are full of vitamins minerals, and other things that are antioxidant. So all these amazing foods that are packed full of these nutrients and antioxidants are like your anthocyanins that are bright greens and other colours, your beta carotenes in sweet potato and carrots, your lycopenes in red foods like red peppers and tomatoes, your luteins, and one of my particular favourites, because I like chocolate, but I don't eat milk chocolate, I have dark chocolate, about 80% cacao, because it contains flavonoids. So all these foods that are so densely packed with nutrients, and again, it's one of the ways that you can battle these superoxides, these reactive oxygen species, and these free radicals that create damage in our body. So my advice to you today, I'm just going to finish my run in a second, but my advice to you is to eat more plant-based food. Now, I'm not actually a vegetarian, I'm about 95% there. But the reason why I have more plant-based foods that are brightly coloured, so if I go to the supermarket and I'm after grapes, for example, I'll have the red grapes because they've got more antioxidants. And when I'm observing the red grapes and the red fruits there, I'll go for the brightest because I know they have the most antioxidants. So I hope that's been useful. Keep up the exercise, stay healthy, and we'll see you on the next video.